What's going on, everybody? So today's episode is for mental and physical abuse, overcoming that. And I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for sorries. I'm not looking for anything. I want to share my story so everyone can understand that you're able to get past those barriers. You can get past those circumstances. You can do anything if you change your mindset. Don't allow what's happening right now determine what can happen in your future. And when I was a kid, my mother was only 15 years old, and she abused me a lot. Not just a spanking, and I was a good kid, but I got abused a lot. Mentally, it drained me. It hurt me really bad. I went through a lot of emotional things. I would cry myself to sleep at night, thinking like, where's my dad? How come nobody will stick up for me? And did I ruin my mom's life? And I told myself, it's not my fault. We'll get past this. And there was a lot of difficulties I went through, and I don't tell people this a lot. So when you think that you're going through a lot that nobody can understand, I want you to hear this video. I want you to share this video and show everybody that you can. Because when my mom was 15 years old and she had me, when I didn't clean the dishes correctly, I was beat. Dishes were all tossed out on the floor, and I had to pick them all up, and I couldn't clean them until I went to sleep. Dishes and cleaning the house, scrubbing the floors, cleaning the corners, vacuuming every day, cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning up me and my brother's room, like that was done before school. My education was second to that. I wasn't able to hang out with friends. Most of my friends, they would crack jokes like, dang, Andy, you spent your whole childhood grounded. But I wasn't a bad kid. I was actually a very good kid, and it was because I feared my mother. My mom put the fear of God in me because I was so scared of her that if I did one thing wrong, it would be bad. So when I got older and people said, Andy, I felt so bad for you as a kid, I wanted to say something. Deep down, that hurt. Why? Because the abuse happened in opening and behind closed doors. No one stood up for me. No one was there for me. So if you see this video and you know somebody that's being abused by their spouse, abusing their kids for no reason, stand up for them. They need that. They need the change. Change their mind that they can be anything in life. I went through all this abuse as a kid, getting dishes thrown at me, not being able to hang out with my friends, not having that normal childhood, watching my mother get beat. Statistically, I would say I would repeat that cycle. My mindset's different. I don't hit my kids, I empower them. I don't put my hands on my wife, I empower her. I tell them to push to their goals. We strive for greatness. Me and my sons, we sit down like men and we have a little conversation. We see why we can't have something, and we say why you can't have it. If you can't have a candy, I don't slap their hand like I see so many people do, and I don't yell at my kid. Why? Because that's mentally going to drain them. I tell them, hey, you can't have candy right now because we got to eat dinner. You got to eat your food. You got to eat your vegetables. If you eat your vegetables, we'll talk about a snack afterwards. Because I understand that I want to make them healthy. I want them to eat healthy. I want to change their mindset. I don't slap their hand. I don't tell them no. I don't yell at them. That's not the point of having a kid. The point of having a kid is to empower them. If you're being in a relationship, you're with that person because you love them. I empower my wife every day because I watch my mother get abused. I watch people abuse their spouses. I hear about it. I saw it. Was I that person that didn't say something at first? Yes, but I've always stood up for it. I've always stood against it. I don't believe in abuse. I don't believe that's how you need to get your point across. Men should never put their hands on women. That is ridiculous. If you think that, if you have to do that, it's because there's something wrong with you inside. You're not happy with yourself inside. If you feel like you have to harm somebody else, you're not happy with yourself inside. So when I was a kid, I said I would change everything. Somebody shared something with me and it said, the curse, all these curses can happen to you, but God will show you that you could break the cycle, right? And I broke that cycle. I empower everybody because I want you to change your mind. I want you to see that you don't have to be that way. Stop the abuse. Change somebody's life. Stand up for somebody. Be that change. If you feel like there's no way and you're in an abusive relationship, save up a little bit of money. Save up a little bit of money. Save up a little bit of money. Fight through that, but understand that that is not your future. That is not where you have to be. Maybe you have to sacrifice a little bit and get out of that. Put yourself in a little bit of a hardship, but it'll make you grow better. It'll make you happier. It'll make you strive for something much more. And if you're that abusive person that's listening to this, you're a coward. That's all it is. You're a coward. Abuse is not the way. Empowering people, inspiring them. And if you're not happy with somebody, leave them. You don't have to be with somebody. It's a long life. a very long life. So when you watch this, just understand, like, as a kid, I was abused a lot. You know, I was bullied in school. Then I went home and I got abused. I watched my mother get abused. You know, mentally I was draining from me sitting in corners for hours. My mom forgot I was even there. You know, I would go to school and I'd have marks on my body. You know, one time the principal, she told my mom that I did something. I touched a little girl, right? And a little girl's butt, and I was in 4th grade, but it wasn't me. The guy just had the same name as me. So when they told my mom this, my mom did what she always did, and she abused me again. And the next day, I went back to the principal's office. She called me back and I had bruises and marks all over my body, and the principal cried. Something I'll never forget. I was in 4th grade. And the principal said, "I'm so sorry, Andrew. It wasn't even you. They just told me because his name was Andrew, I assumed it was you. Never make assumptions. Because that assumption could get somebody hurt." So what I've learned is abuse doesn't have to happen, but it does happen. Mentally, you don't have to put somebody down. Physically, you don't have to beat somebody. Empower them with words. Change their life with words. That is how you truly can make a change in somebody's life. So if you watch this video, please like, subscribe. If you know somebody that needs some empowerment, that needs to hear this, share my video with them. Have them contact me. I'm on Facebook, Daily Inspiration with Andrew Rivera. I'm on LinkedIn, Andrew Rivera Motivates. My YouTube channel. But just know, like, I will contact you. I will be there for you. If you feel that you can't talk to somebody because it's something maybe they can't relate, but I can, I will be that person for you. Because I've been there. When I tell you that you can get past it, use that as your motivation of, I won't be this way. I won't be this way because of generations of abuse. I'll break the cycle. Break that cycle. Be the difference. Show everybody that it's not where you come from. It's where you are. It's what the change you can make. So have a great day, everybody. And I really hope, like, when you see this video, I don't want your sympathy, I don't want your apologies, but I want you to understand that abuse can be overcame. You can have a great life. You can live happy, and I'm truly happy because I don't allow any of that negativity in my life from the past be in my future, be in my present. So please share, like, subscribe to my video, and I love all of you guys. Have a great Sunday.